2, Hutch All You.
A Hutch's Tale by Kylie H Intro. Once upon a time, in a city not so far, far away, a little girl was born. Oh wait, 2. This is the story of my life. It started June 1st, 1999, and nearly ended 4 weeks later. I was rushed into emergency surgery because I had pyloric stenosis. This means the opening to my stomach would not close properly, and I couldn't get nutrition. I was literally starving to death. Family has always been important to me. We love to travel ever since I've been little. We've been out to San Diego, we've been hiking in the Rocky Mountains, we've been up to Maine whale watching, and we've been down to Washington, D.C. We went to Arizona several times to go hiking with our family friends, the Clacklacks. I've always considered the Clacklacks to be family. Their house was a second home to me. I still remember the sounds, the smells, and the 9 of us little rugrats running around the house. It seemed like every time we pulled up to their house, my mom would say, "Stay in the van, I just gotta run in something real quick." Before you knew it, us 5 were sneaking out the side of the van. I'd run up to Manny's room, and we practically stayed there all night. Our parents would then carry us back in their arms, half asleep, to the van. Everywhere I go, I love to dance and sing. Although I'm not very good at them, I enjoy them both. I joined ballet when I was 3 years old. It only lasted for 2 years, but I still remember my first dance recital, Plie de Poppy. I was dressed as a flower that came out of a giant flower pot and danced around. It was ridiculous. Believe it or not, I was quite the movie star back in the day. I remember our first movie we ever made, Agent Kate. It then escalated to a black and white mystery film about a farmer's barn being burned down. I played the role of Maldehide, a ditzy Southern belle from Piggott, Wisconsin. As you all know, I love to run. My first race I ever ran was the 1-mile road race at the Crim when I was 7 years old. Ever since then, I fell in love with every part of track and cross country. I love the rush of adrenaline I get before a race that make me feel sick to my stomach. I love the morning workouts we have before school that usually end in a grilled cinnamon rolls from Jenny's. And my team is the weirdest, smelliest group of awkward teenagers I have ever met, but I love every part of them. I was also involved in 4-H. I raised lambs for 6 years and rabbits for 7. 2 years ago, I was the grand champion showman for sheep, which means I had to learn how to show all the other large animal species, including dairy feeders, dairy heifers, steers, pigs, and horses. I wasn't very good at the pigs. My pig kept going to the corner and I couldn't get him out. I took last in pigs, but I still had a blast. It's a lot of fun. So we were encouraged to take a picture of our bedroom and show it to everyone. And this is what I'd like you to think my room looks like. This is what it actually looks like. And this is on a semi-clean day, so you can imagine how bad it gets. Caitlin is definitely the neater one of us two. I'm usually the one that tends to start making it really messy. And then after she gets tired of cleaning up after me, she lets her side go, and then before you know it, it looks like a tornado's hit and there's dirty and clean clothes everywhere. One of the most influential people in my life would be, without a doubt, my older brother, Andrew. Now, he doesn't know I'm saying this about him, so you better keep it that way. He has made such a huge impact on my life, and he has never been a judgmental person, and he's so goal-driven. He's currently an honor student at CMU. One of my favorite things about him is his creativity. His mind is insanely talented, and it drives me crazy because I don't understand how he thinks. The thing I miss most about him is him playing the piano every day. He'd play it every hour of every day, and then he'd always have a new song he just thought of that day or was working on, and it always seemed to put me in a good mood. As you all know, I have a twin sister named Caitlin. She is one of the most stubborn, bullheaded people I have ever met, but I'm proud to say she is my best friend, and the word best friend is probably an understatement. I admire so many things about her, but the one that really stands out to me is her determination. Once she sets her mind to something, she won't stop until it's completed. If she's doing a workout on the track and it's not going very good for her, our coaches will have to physically pull her off the track to get her to stop, because she won't stop on her own. Caitlin is the definition of hard work. Now, I'm still undecided on what I'd like to do in my future, but I can see myself helping others with fitness and nutrition. My ideal future would be opening up a 2-story dance studio and owning a Bernese Mountain Dog because I think they are the cutest, most cuddly dogs. And I would be driving a red Jeep Wrangler like Caitlin mentioned last week, and maybe if we both had our own, we could race them, who knows. So this is the story of my life. Pages are still being added every day, characters and events are still being introduced, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. The end.